There are actually 3 different classifications for schizophrenia, and you want to be able to tell them apart as well as diagnose someone based on the symptoms that you are given. So the first is disorganized. This type of schizophrenia involves childlike and bizarre speech, behavior, sometimes even the way someone dresses. Now, you have to be careful because just because someone is eccentric or odd doesn't mean they have disorganized schizophrenia, but a lot of times those symptoms are apparent in someone who has that disorder. Sometimes these people have very difficult times carrying on conversations. They'll say very bizarre things. They might move in very bizarre ways. They might pace a lot or just do very bizarre actions with their hands. They also might dress unusually. Again, we're not just talking about breaking social norms with the way they dress, but someone with disorganized schizophrenia might wear several coats or sweaters in very warm heat. So there's something disorganized, something bizarre about their speech, about their behavior, about the things that they do. The second classification of schizophrenia is catatonic. Catatonic schizophrenia has to do with movement in terms of moving not at all or quite a bit. For people with catatonic schizophrenia, they will often hold the same position. They won't move for several hours, in extreme cases days. So catatonic schizophrenia marked by rigid positions and holding those for long periods of time. Sometimes these people will burst into really frantic, quick movements, but that rigid position and holding that is the primary characteristic of catatonic schizophrenia. The third kind is the one that you've maybe heard the most about. There have been several movies created about people with paranoid schizophrenia. Paranoid is the third classification. This is when someone has delusions and hallucinations that center around the idea that someone is following them or that someone is watching them. So they will hallucinate and see people that aren't real, or they will constantly believe that someone is out to get them. But all of their hallucinations and delusions are wrapped up in this paranoid fixation. So the 3 types of schizophrenia are disorganized, catatonic, and paranoid, and you want to be able to know all the different characteristics about them.